Hi, everybody. As you all know, the continuing protest for democracy has been going on for quite some time now in Hong Kong. And after all, isn't the only protest the Communist Party is facing these days. The Chinese Communist Party is facing these days. Um, both inside China and outside China, and in Hong Kong and in mainland China, they're facing a lot of opposition, increasing opposition, because people are simply unhappy with the Communist Party because, well, as you all know, it continues to oppress people, and people start to get unhappy about being oppressed. And actually, the Communist Party is in pretty bad state right now. There are factions inside the Communist Party. It's not like this on the outside it looks like this unified party, but in actuality it's divided by various factions that all intend to save the party, some in peaceful ways and most in, well, not so peaceful ways, by their usual method of basically imprison or even killing everybody that opposes them. But with the protests in Hong Kong, it's not so easy. Originally, I think their plan was also to use violence against the protesters in Hong Kong. But that didn't really work out. They have used violence. I have shown you the footage before, where the Hong Kong police have used tear gas and they have beaten up people. But that didn't really work, because when people saw the police reacting in such a way and reacting in such a violent way, the people in Hong Kong simply went to the streets even more and protested against all that even more. So that didn't really work. So what they're doing now is the tactic the Communist Party is using now to deal with the protesters is to use, I don't know how you call that, it's a French term, Agent Provocateurs. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. It's basically a guy, or of course several people. Yeah, it's people who get paid to incite hatred, incite violence in a crowd, particularly among demonstrations, among protesters. So these people get sent in. They're paid by the Communist Party, and they're sent in to cause trouble. And here you can see some nice footage of that happening. You can see those people. They're very organized, and they're pretty violent. They just go in and they knock all those barricades down. The student protesters, they're not allowed to cross those barricades. Those barricades were set up by the police. If the students cross the barricades, then the police will use force against them. So they're not allowed to cross those barricades, and they haven't. But now what they are doing is they come in and they violently tear down all those barricades. You can see that. So, and they also attack the protesters, and they also attack the police. The point is to get, what they're trying to do is to get the peaceful students, the peaceful student protesters, to cross the barricades, so that the police will then use force against the students, and also to incite hatred among the students, and to incite hatred among the police. And that's what they're trying to do. And you can see that very nicely here in this footage. And you can also see that the students are pretty much able to see through all that, and it pretty much backfires and is being exposed.
警察快啲做嘢啊！
警察佢哋。殺嘢殺嘢！
上來！
二網嘅優勢二號。冇錯冇錯，冇錯。大家冇打。咁快插幾米
Apparently, what's going on is there are some people who've been paid by, apparently they've been paid by mainlanders, and then they've been trying to cause trouble around here. And they tried to take away the barricades, so as a result, a bunch of people went over there to stop them.
點解唔俾我香港就交期？話俾你聽，我就嚟退休，我唔驚你。收皮啦你！邊個打人㗎？I've raised my hand with those fighting. You can see. How can I one person fight so many persons? I just want to go back home after all duty.